Why you got a hood on, son? Just leave it like that. You leave it just like that. You don't have to hide. It's nothing to hide about. Nothing to hide about. Nothing to hide about it, son. Oh, we're gonna wait for these people to come in, and then we're gonna do our thing. Take it down a little bit. Right there. That's better. Yeah, that's right. So, bless up. Bless my brother. Peace and blessings. I'm gonna wait for your guys to come in today, this morning. I have a little important business that I would love the world to know, especially people that's living in America, and not just in America, but all over the world, because we are running by a colonial system. Today's topic actually is a reality of what's happening into my son's school. So I'm gonna interview my son upon what happened in his school, and then you're gonna overs what I'm bringing forth, and I have a solution. I have a solution for these schools worldwide that oppress blacks or copper skinned children. You know, I have a solution. It's the same solution that the Jewish people got. It's the same solution. Okay? So again, good morning to all. All praises unto the Most High. I'm here with my son, Zafar. I'm going to interview Zafar. I need you all to hear Zafar's story. I have children, like I tell people, I have a lot of children. They go to different schools, charter schools, public schools, and they have issues. These schools, charter schools has issues. Public schools got issues. And I know that I am not the only parent that has children. I know a lot of us have children, goes to these public schools and these charter schools. And until we doesn't form an alliance with ourselves as parents and our children will be like, people will keep playing them. The school system will keep playing them. As long as we allow the colonial system to educate our children in their way, our children will always be oppressed. So my son here is Zafar Baptiste, and what school do you go to, Zafar?
West Management.
My son goes to sports management. That's the same school I went in to speak to the children and let them know about, to be mindful with what they do. Is your school is a black principal, right?
Yeah.
The school has a black principal. It's run by a black principal. I mean, I would say to myself, having a black teacher, black principal, is a good thing. It's a very good thing. Because back in the days, majority of them used to be Caucasian. And it's not like I don't like Caucasian people, but I'm simply saying in the education system, we know what we need and how to teach our children. So when I see a black principal, that makes me feel good. But to me as a person, it doesn't matter black or white, as long the right thing is being brought to the child. So my son goes to sport management. That's over there in Berridge section, that side over there. And my son been going, well, it's not only him. His older brother attended that school, he graduated. His other brother attended that school, and he attend that school. What's going on and what I would like you all to know, it's only a good thing. I gotta see that back again. You have your phone? Go get your phone. You can follow the live. Okay. Mom's it. Yeah, I need to say this. Yeah. As we go on, I'm going to take in the comments. I need you all to overs with me. You know, I'm a vlogger, not just a vlogger. I'm on a mission. Like I said, YouTube, and they may not allow me and grant me what's due for me, but the Most High God gives me what's due for me. And even though there are people that pretend that I don't exist, I know I exist. Because I'm going to make a difference, and I am making a difference. And I am one of the brothers that is on the good over evil movement, where we going to stand forth for our children, our offspring, because our children is our future. So wherever I went bad, I am here to correct my child, to see that my child surpass me and be a better individual than me, and to able to live in this society as a living example for other children. So my son goes to sports management, and like I said, this school is run by a black principal, and there's a lot of black teachers in there. And I went over there before, and I give the school what's due for them. Even when they would tell me about my children this and my children that, I'm not the parent that is naive. I believe children should respect adults. I believe children should know their place. I believe that if a teacher comes to teach, a child should be paying attention. He should be focused in school. I do not believe that grown people should antagonize children. I believe children should stay in their rightful places and be obedient. When my child gets up in the morning and he leaves my home and he goes to that school sport management, I expect that they take proper care of him as a guide looking over him. But as the years go by, like I said, I have an older son. He's like 18. He been to that school. And I have seen a tug of war within Caucasian children, Indian children, Arab children, and brown-skinned children. And what I have observed and noticed is the dark-skinned children, the copper-skinned children, don't matter if they're wrong or right, they get the poopy end of the stick. So the perfect example is my son here, Zafar. And before I even go to Zafar, his brother, the oldest one that graduated, was going to that school. And he always tell me about that. They got some Russian children that's over there, and Arab children, that they could do whatever they want. And it's like the family got money, and those that are Caucasian, and the blacks get it worse. But I always tell my son, I said, listen, I send you to school to learn. Don't be a follower, be a leader. You know, humble yourself. The Bible says, show me your friends, I'll tell you who you are. I always give them good principles and show them, you know, give them good intelligence, how they could protect themselves and be different. But it's boiled down now to my son Zafar. Couple months ago, something happened. My son, I noticed that they're quick to suspend my children. If you want a child to learn, you will not suspend a child as quite often as they suspend my children. Suspend them instantly. Suspend. They spend 1 week at home, 2 weeks at home. All during that time, they're missing lessons, missing classes. And I know the Board of Ed does not know about these suspensions. I know that. The Board of Ed, they would go to the Board of Ed and they would bring in an absent sheet stating that the child does not come to school. That is what they would send to the Board of Ed. So now the Board of Ed will want to investigate why is it that child is not going to school. So it will look on to the parents as abandoning the child from not going to school. But what that does not tell you is they're quick to suspend children. So into the management, my son goes there. There is a group of Russian children that believe that they have power and privilege over the brown skinned child, the copper skinned child. The Russian children could do whatever they want to do. The Arab child could do whatever they want to do. And it's not as harsh as it is onto the copper skinned child. Perfect example. Like I said, there is a group of Russian children attend to that same school sport management that goes around and bumping to the copper skinned child. Some of these boys are big. They look like men. UFC, MMA. That's how they look. They make the teachers look frightened. The teachers see them and the teachers are scared because they're so big and huge. And they go around the school asking people, you want to fight? Bump into you and ask you, do you want to fight? Drop their book bags down and ready to fight. Now, we live in a society, if I do a crime, if I'm a robber, I break into people's house, or I a troublemaker, whatever that I do in that society, and I get locked up, they will go upon my first offense, what I did. So if I participate in bank robbery, my first bank move, and I get caught, they might not be harsh on me, but they will have records that that's my first offense. They keep records on that. If I do the crime again, that's my second offense. They got records that build on me. In school, they keep records on children. Now, if the society judge you by the things that you do, if I am a first-time offender, second-time offender, you got documents on me and papers on me that, hey, you have done this crime before. You have done this before. This is not your first time. So in this school, sport management, they have this Russian children where it goes around bumping. Look at my son. He's only 15, just turned 15. These boys are 17. Some of them are 19. I don't know why a 19-year-old is still in school. What grade you in?
Oh, 10.
10th grade. Why would an 18-year-old, 19-year-old still in 10th grade? Okay? So obviously that they're knuckleheads. They don't have the capacity to learn. But they're troublemakers. So you know the pedigree of that troublemaker, because if one keep getting intertwined, doing the same thing over and over, you know that you're keeping records. But because they are Caucasians, they throw it under the rug. They throw it under the rug. So these Russian children are going around in a group. They have their little group. Okay? And they pick on Spanish children, Latino children. They pick on blacks, pushing them around. But like I said, that boy is a UFC fighter. MMA. He says he's world champion. He walks around the school, bumping people and asking them, you want to fight? I'm world champion. Now you got a professional in the school going around looking for trouble. Do not tell me that it has not come to your attention that this boy has get himself in so many mingle and mix up that you have not identified him. He goes around, mess with my son, bump him over here, ask him if he want to fight, bump his friends, walk around with his 19-year-old buddy, going to be 19, and they all are big, oversized, growing coyotes. And they are moving around the school with their crew, just walking around with their big chests, big arms, bigger than mine. And I'm a grown man, asking people's children if they want to fight. So I guess I have told my son before, I'm a man of principle. I told my son, I said, son, if someone is humbugging you, I will say to you, go and talk to the assistant principal or the principal. Children of today are different children than us. They believe that if they open their mouth, they are snitches. Well, I'm a grown man, and if somebody's humbugging me, I am very scared of what I may do to that person, so I will report that person to the NYPD. Let the NYPD knows that this person is humbugging me, because I will not let ignorance take over me. Now, one time in my life, I would do the same thing my son do. I would not have time for that. I would deal with you instantly. But I know, being the skin color, your rights always becomes your wrong. So I want to cover myself. So when the government or the officials, I goes to them. I cry wolf to them. Let them know what's going on. So this is the same thing I tell my son. But my son is the new generation and he's young. He doesn't see himself, especially when he's not humbugging anybody. Someone keep teasing you and bumping you and asking if you want to fight and putting down the book bags and telling you they're a champion. This boy is coming to school in a whole outfit of UFC. Coming over here to get down. And no teacher, no principal, no one don't see no one don't see that what he's doing. So like I said, he goes around the school and asks people if they want to fight. He bumps you and then asks you if you want to fight. And either you, if you want to fight, you will rebel. And if you don't want to fight, you just go about your business. And if you go about your business, he figure you a wimp. He figured that, hey, he got you. So he said, I am the champion. I am world champion. I am world champion. I'll read the comments in a minute. Okay? So, he bumped into my son the first time. So I want to ask you this. How many times this young man has antagonized you?
Like in the whole year?
Like in
Like,
the whole year?
yeah, he did it last year.
He did first. So that's something that's going on from last year. That he's using his size to intimidate you.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, could you recall how many of your friends or other people that he has done the same thing to?
Like 3 or 4.
That you know of.
Yeah.
But there might be more that you don't know about.
Yeah.
Okay. The day of the incident, when, because you said from last year, now people, I want you to understand what's going on, because I will open a can of worms and I need you to see what's going on between racism in the schools. In the schools, that how our children are vulnerable to be hurt and abused by Caucasian children, and nothing has been done about it. So this boy has been doing that. Remember, before you picked on this one just turned 15. I got an 18-year-old that graduated. You hear I told you there are children 19 years old in the school? But my son has graduated last year when he just turned 18. Well, he is 18 now. He just turned 19. He already get out of the school from since he was 18. Okay, he had already graduated before he was 18. But here we have Russian children that's 18, going to be 19 in school still. I'll read the comments, Mama. Yeah, check it out. So, they're there. Obviously, like I said, if you're 19 years old or 18 years old and you're not looking to get out of 10th grade, right? Something is wrong with you.
That the school should be anti-bullying.
There you go.
This school sounds right.
So the school name is sports management. So this is what happened. You heard my son say that boy been antagonizing him for since last year. And not only him, but other children. I guess enough is enough. What happened last week Friday?
Oh, he was walking and then
Speak a little louder.
he walked up to us and then like he kind of like bumped my friend and then he actually didn't want to fight. And that's how the fight started.
Okay. So He bumped his friend. But did he ever bump you before? Because you need
Yeah,
to know. I don't want the people say you defending your friend. He had bumped you before.
yeah.
And now he see you and your friend
Uh-huh.
and he bump your friend. Ask your friend if you want to fight.
Yeah, ask us.
And then turn around to you and ask you if you want to fight.
Yeah, he asked at the same time.
He asked them at the same time. He's a bully. He asked the two of them he won because I said the boy is big and strong. Like he does a lot of UFC and weights. He's very thick for a young man. Okay? With beard like Bin Laden. And man, have more beard than me. You swear Bin Laden's in the school. Or Mother Russia is in the school. Daddy Russia. So he bumped them and asked them if they want to fight. So to my knowledge, like I said, my son has told me about this boy. I guess when you were bullied, when you were bullied, when you're bullied,
Say you got a beard that like Bin Laden.
yes, when you were bullied and you're bullerizing people, yeah, I know the school should be anti-bully, but they let it go. So when you're bullying and you're going around looking for trouble, you think you're unstoppable. You're gonna get chopped down. Little axe cut down, big tree. Like I said, look at my son's size. You see, he's not big, he's skinny, like his dad. Okay? But I've been telling my son from last year when he been telling me about this boy, I said, son, you need to start doing push-ups. You need to start going on your knuckles. Do push-ups on your knuckles. Stay there and take the pain so your fist will close properly. You will make a proper fist. I've been telling him to do that. Because I'm not going to allow nobody to kick my son's butt. And he not going to defend himself. So Friday, he approached my son and his friend and asked them if they want to fight. So they're tired of him. Tired of him going around bumping people and asking them if they're bullies and he's world champion. Pressure bust pipe. Pressure bust pipe. Okay?
If you're a man, you have to learn how to fight properly.
There you go.
It's just that how it is.
Pressure bust pipe. They couldn't take it anymore. They let him have it. They let him have it. And everybody that he been messing with gave him a piece. A piece of cut butt. So all who that he was bumping and didn't have the guts to stand up, that Friday, they stood up. And they let him have it. So that was Friday, people. By Monday, my son went into the school and he was suspended. He was suspended without an investigation because they say they're investigating. But they're really, because like I said, they're quick to suspend my son. There are many incidents where even they suspended. So by Monday, when he went to school, they tell him don't come back. But the Russian kid, he came to school on Tuesday. He was there on Monday. He was there on Tuesday. He had another fight again with another kid with the same attitude. So if my son did go to school on Monday, the fight, he was going to come to fight my son. Since my son, when he went to school, when he did went on Monday, he came on Tuesdays. If my son did went to school on Tuesday, he was going to fight him again because they kick his butt. He take a couple days to get a little better and to come and bring first blood again on Tuesday. On Tuesday, my son didn't go to school, so when he couldn't find my son, he picked trouble with another child. Now you telling me, the one who defends himself, you suspend him. But the troublemaker is in the school ground, still fighting. Now they send me some type of message telling me I got to go to a hearing. And the hearing, they want to send my son to go to some other school to this hearing. And I said, no. I'm talking from personal experience, yes. Okay? And they want him to go to a hearing. And they're trying to get me from what I got to do. Remember, I'm a poor. I'm a poor. I don't have money to waste my time. I already sent my son to school. Your guys has to be taking care of him. Your guys has to supervise over him. You'll allow bullies in the school, walking around, asking people if they want to fight, who had many incidents, many times that this person is being a nuisance. You allow them to stay into the school. And then as they get their butt kicked, you suspend this one. And but yet still the one that's the troublemaker still gets to come to the school, still gets to fight another kid. So he gets his butt kicked again. Now y'all say y'all suspend him. But he still came back with his friends, with his Russian friends, because they got a crew. Now, the last time they wrongfully suspend my son, when my other son, when he tried to go to the school grounds, he didn't even pass the first gate. They said to him, you can't come in here. Why is it that you got eyes to stop the brown skin, copper skin children, but the pale skin, the Caucasian child? So if this boy wanted to murder my son, he could have gone home and get a gun. And he could have walked through the school grounds, even when he was not permissible to come in. He could have walked in there, bypass security, bypass this one, and come and kill my son. You see the negligence? Then they went as far as saying they want to have a hearing. The man with the hearing called today. I said, why are you calling here? He said, oh, he ain't got nothing to do with this, and he just want to have a hearing. I said, no, this is a court procedure. This is a colonial system. This is a colonial system attitude. Doesn't have to do nothing with the school. Why is it that they run the schools like a prison? What is the hearing? Now you're going to send him somewhere else. Now, if they had certain children that is out of order that goes to that other place, now my son is affiliating with them. They become friends. Then they find out they become criminals. Okay? So I said, no, you're not going to no hearing. This is not no court. The school was to stop this bully, and they allow this boy and his friends to go around and bully people. But because you're of dark skin color, they give you the poopy end of the stick. So now you're home looking at me for 1 week, missing school, with the Board of Ed does not know, because they're lying to the Board of Ed and make it look like my children is always absent. When it's your guys who runs the school who are not running the school right? So now he sent me one video. He sent me a video with my son fighting, but what I am seeing is the Russian kid is moving like X-Men. He's moving like X-Men, trying to fight 5 people one time. Now, if you tell me you were scared 5 people fighting, you would fall back, but you got your friends. But the video is only showing my son defending himself. And the teacher told me he got more video. He's going to send these videos to me. I have not received these videos, but you have come to a decision to suspend my son, and now you have him going to a hearing, trying to invite me to come to the hearing. I said, no, I'm not going to be part of that. Now, people, I want to let y'all know this. I respect the Jewish people. You know why I respect them? They have their own school system. They have their own schools. When, people, we need to remove our children from these public schools and these charter schools. We need to start educating our own children. We need to start making our own schools. Because until we don't rise to the occasion and allowing the government, the colonial system, to educate our children for us, our children will always be cut short. The Jewish man don't go through that, because he makes sure he runs his own school. He has his own principles to run his school. It is only we. Now you might find blacks and Latinos. You might find people from India. You might find people from Asia. Yes, but they're treated different from us. They treat the Arab child like he's a saint. Arab children are children. Children will be children. It doesn't matter black or white, they're children. But when you give one more privilege than the other, When you allow one to be a pest and the other one pays the price for the other, that's not right. They could avoid all these things by analyzing these Russian children. And I told the teacher, I said, have you gone around and asked how many of y'all has been bullied by these Russian children to see how many hands you're going to get up? Did you go around and ask which one of y'all has been bumped by so and so to see how many hands you will get? Oh, I've been bullied. I've been bumped in the lobby, in the bathroom, in the hallway. No, you wait for the last minute. Always give my children the poopy end of the stick. Well, not just my children, but the copper skin children. Because I am the father for all the copper skin children. Yes, I am the father for them. And I represent them. Now, if we have blacks in a system, in a systematic system, that does not stand forth for what they believe, principle, because you're a principle. You deal with principle. But why bend over? Why allow the Caucasian child or the Yemen child or whoever the child may be, because it's like each child is being burned on a certain level. But when it comes to the copper skin child, he's on the lowest degree. He's on the lowest degree because you are quick to send him home. You are quick to tell him don't come. I have seen they suspend my children. There was an incident again with this boy where a young boy went and reported other children, but they put him in it. And they say he pulls down the boy's pants and took his money. The boy sent a text and said, my son never pulled on his pants, and my son was not into it. Yet still they suspend my son. So they have our eyes out to break us. So let me ask you this. What do you think about your principal? Do you think that he is a man deals with things fairly?
No.
Why would you think that? Tell me.
Because he's too quick to suspend people. He just suspend quick.
Very quick, suspend you quick. Do you suspend the Caucasian children as quick as they suspend the dark-skinned children, the copper-skinned children?
No.
You heard from my son's mouth. So how could you tell me you're dealing with principle, but in reality, you are lenient when it comes to the Caucasian children? Now, I don't have nothing against this man, but by thy works you know thee. I think a child is a child. It doesn't matter Caucasian or non-Caucasian. If you're not dealing appropriately, whatever punishment that goes to the copper skin child should go to the Caucasian child, or to the Spanish child, or to the Chinese child, the Yemenis child. That's how I see this bottom line. But the Caucasian child, and I've been going through this with all my children from different schools, charter schools. Yeah. I will take your Mamsi, help me out there with the thing you guys can move in.
It says sit up and talk from your belly. Only you will empower yourself.
There you go. But why I bring these things to you guys? Because just like Marcus Garvey said, the Black Alliance. This is why I deal with the Black Wall Street. I deal with the Black Alliance. And if we are sitting here waiting for these people to educate our children, to bring forth our children in a society that does not accept them from since they are knee high, it's not going to work. I believe that our school system is running like a prison system. Because look, they want to have a hearing with him this morning. I believe that we could make a difference by removing our children from the schools. And not just me, I am talking about blacks, copper skin people on the whole from all throughout the 52 states, not just the 52 states, but even out for the islands. Let us bring the authentic, unoriginal way to our children, because the Jewish man, majority of them, will not let this system educate their children. Why is that? Why is it that the Jewish man or woman will not allow this colonial system to educate their children? Why they're so busy making schools, creating ways to educate their people, to upbring their people, to uphold their people. A lot of us got money and speaks about it all the time, but what do we do? People, listen to me. Listen to the Red Shot Blackstar. As you come and smash the like button, I'm not doing this for fame. I'm not doing this because I want to show. No, it's a purpose why I'm here. It's a purpose why I'm waking you all up. It's a purpose. Together we stand. Divided we fall. I am saying Black Alliance, Black Awareness, and like Marcus Garvey said before, we got to rise to the occasion. If we want things to be better, if we want a change, we got to start making a change. And to make that change, people, to make that change, it is for us as a nation of people of color. People say color doesn't matter. Color does matter. Because what we go through, the majority do not go through it. So this is why we got to make that change. And that change starts with me, with you, with him, with her, with him over there, him in Jamaica, him in Trinidad, him in Guyana, him in North Carolina, South Carolina, New Orleans, all over. The change starts with us. And the change is this. We got to stop depending on this colonial system. You cannot fight a colonial system by depending on them. You cannot rise above a colonial system by depending on them. We are dependent on the colonial system to feed us, to clothe us, to do all these things. And until we have not rise to the occasion to start doing our own, even though every time we rise, these devils kills us. But we still got to be strong because they will have fallen fighters. They will have fallen soldiers. But that doesn't mean we should give up. So we should start, those of us that is rich and wax with money, have collaterals, we should start buying land. I'll tell you how we could do this, people. If you don't know, I don't have the money. I don't have the collaterals. But some of my dark-skinned people that has the money, some of my dark-skinned people that is waxed with riches, you could make a difference by start buying land. We need a base starting with our food, going back with agriculture, planting, tilting the soil, having our things our own. If the Jewish people could do it, we could do it because we taught them. So we could do it. We do not, because in reality, they're really not educating your child. We see majority of our children are brilliant. And they go to all these big schools, and when they get off from these schools, they can't get a proper job. They even say they're overqualified. What you mean they're overqualified? Majority of us, they put us in debts, college loans that will haunt that child for the rest of their lives. We have a lot of black professors, black doctors, black scientists, rich people, man. So we need to start building. You cannot fight the enemy if you're depending on the enemy. If the enemy knows that they're the ones who are feeding you, they're the ones who are clothing you, they're the ones who are giving you work, they're the ones who are giving you a check, they're the ones Well, how could you overpower these people? We could only overpower them until we start with our own alliance. Black alliance, copper skin alliance. Means we grow our own food. We plant our own food. We make jobs. We do these things because that's what they do. We rather go work for them. We go give them our time. We into the schools. We into the places. We need to walk away. Walk away. Everybody walk away. How? Listen. When Rosa Parks and them decided to boycott the bus company, they felt it. They felt it. We could only allow as much as we allow them to do to us as a people. We need to walk away from this colonial system, and I'm telling you, it's going to crash. It's going to crash. No matter what they say, they make sure that we are comfortable. A lot of us are too comfortable. We're too comfortable with the Benz. We're too comfortable with our lifestyle, which is not your life, it's their life. You're living a life for them because you're working like a mule for them. You're educating and working for them, and they're feeding you. They make you hypnotized by the things that they do, which they're not doing anything. But the moment we drop the colonial system, the moment we walk away from all the things that they offered us, they will collapse. They tell you we're the ones that spend the most money. They tell you what we do. And culture is us. Rhythm is us. Invention is us. Technology is us. Why do we need this colonial system? Why do we need these people that we taught and they're controlling us, hypnotizing us? All the things that they present to us is against our nature. All the things that they bring to us is against our nature. Their feast days, their holidays, all of these things have nothing to do with us. But we intertwine with the enemy and we pay the price, and it's not nice. A lot of us are blind and we are addicted by these demon ways, because you see what they're doing to the boy in school. You see what our black youths are going through in school. They're setting up a colonial system, a court system, a prison system. These are all styles of prison. Go into your son's schools, people. Visit the schools. See how they're chained up and shacked up. See how they have the metal detectors. See how they have the police in there. See what's going on in there. Open your eyes and see. It's a colonial system. Because they're telling you, out of 100%, 99% your child will fail. And they are setting up this barbaric attitude, this colonial way style to break them down. And that's what it is. It ain't nothing to benefit us. Why we been blind and been led astray by this colonial system? What is it this colonial system have to give us that we're so addicted? We're so addicted that we does not want to leave that lifestyle, that way and manner. Why? What is it that's there when we are dying, man? We are dying. Our children are falling at the sides, man. They pretend. They boast and brag in their heart, in their mouths. They say they want to do good. In their hearts is corrupt. They don't like us because they will never allow you to rise. They know your power. They know who we are. We are kings and queens in this earth. And a lot of them will say, well, where's your riches? Because y'all stole it. Y'all cannot educate us. We are the educated ones that have been educating the world. Now we are there trying to educate us, and what they're teaching us is horse manure. That's what it is. You got the grading school system, 1 grade, 1st grade, 2nd grade, this grade, that grade, and this grade. All of that is a bag of baloney. How you grade one child to the next child. Is this child better than this child? We'll go back there's a big college in Africa called in Timbuktu. Okay? With our lifestyle and our ways and principle of teaching does not hold the manner that the West or the way they teach. They are disarming us. They are lying to us. What history that they give us today. I went to school learning about Christopher Columbus. I speak about it all the time. Learning about certain lies that is irrelevant. Today my child does not know that. They taught him different. This is a corruptible place. And until we don't break away from the ways, from the doctrines, from the teachings, from the principles, that is no principle at all, we ain't going to see better. And if we got to look unto the Jewish people and see how it goes around the colonial system, even they becomes part of the colonial system. When they run it, it doesn't run them. They run it. Why we allow it to run us? Why we allow us to serve it? It does not serve us no purpose. It does not serve us no purpose, but destruction. So people, the Redshot BlackStar is saying, go to your son's schools. Go to your daughter's schools. Listen to the teachers when they're talking, pretending to your child. See how quick they are to judge your child. See the things they would allow to happen to your children. When your child leave home, going under the care, they don't care. They allow things to happen to your child. Willingly. Willingly. I'll bring my son in again. Do you believe that there's equal rights in your school pertaining to you as a dark-skinned child? How do you see your school right now? Do you see your school as it's fair?
No.
So how do you expect these children to learn? If a child put his faith in an adult, yeah. If a child put his faith in an adult and the adult fail him, would you think that child will trust this adult? If the child could see that you are aiming at him in all corners and manner, do you think that child will want to respect you? What the day when they suspend you,
Mm-hmm.
could you have go back to the school?
No.
Is it you surprised to know that that boy still has the access to come to the school?
Yeah.
So if they suspend him, he can't go to the school. Because everybody's on the lookout for Zafar. Zafar cannot come into the school. If you see him here, you gotta chase him. But the Caucasian child, he could run up, he could come into the school, and he could have another fight. And then you send him in a private sector that is away from the school. You send him over there to have a hearing. And now you're trying to get me to come to represent him in that hearing. Nonsense. Get out of here. I'm not going to no hearing. This is not a matter for no hearing. This is a matter to investigate the bully. This is a matter to investigate the bully. If you investigate the bully in the right form, in the right way, you will see that that boy is a bully. You will know his pedigree. And as a matter of fact, you know his pedigree. Because it's not the first time he has committed this type of act. So like I say, if we're living in a society that holds, what you do against you, well, him, they should hold everything that he do against him because it's not his first offense. See, there's a thing where they give you 3 strikes, you out. He's been past 3 strikes, and he's still there. He's still there creating more problems. but then the innocent one. In other words, we live in a society. If somebody comes in your house to kill you and you kill them, they want to give you the prison time. You see the society, the colonial system? You defend yourself. Someone is coming to take your life. Someone is trying to kill you. Someone is messing with you, trying to murder you. And you so happens to murder that person. And that colonial system turns around and give you time in prison. You see how this system is not right? You see how those who make the law are liars and deceivers? But when a so-called Caucasian person kills someone, and this is where people say, well, Red, I think you're racist. I'm not racist. Who's running the racist thing here? Is it me or is it them who creates the law? Is it them who has the colonial system organized so that they could feed off the copper skin man? Because the copper skin rights always go for the wrong. Like I said, somebody entering your home, trying to murder you. Know you are in the house sleeping and they come through the window. If a man knows you at home, man or woman, knows you at home and still come through your window, he has intention to kill you because he knows you at home. He knows, but he don't care. He's gonna say anything that's in my way, I'll get rid of it. So he comes through your home, knowing that you're at home and you defend yourself, and you happens to kill him. You still do time. You still do time. In other words, they would rather know that person kills you, and then we got a so-called people they call FBI or detectives. They are giving detective work. So you gotta die. You gotta allow this person to come to your home, kill you, and then now the detective gonna have a job. He's gonna go to try to detect who came to your house to kill you. Instead of you defending yourself and stop that person. And if you look out throughout the Americas, throughout the states, they all have different laws. So they're confusing, very confusing. These people are liars. So the black people has to come and smash the like button because a lot of us has our children going to school, and half of the story never been told. But the black side is telling you all, right here and then, how could we change this? It's the same thing Marcus Garvey was speaking about. The leaders that are here to lead under the righteous banner, telling the people that is for the people, like myself and others, is telling you how could we deal with that type of situation? How could we overpower and overcome this? By abiding under the laws of the Most High and exercising our ability. Exercising our ability. Now we are great people. We are people of greatness, man. We are people of greatness. So we need to take our schools in our own hand. We need to open our own schools. We need to be responsible for our own people. Okay? We need to build hospitals for our own people. We need to treat our own people with good medicine for our own people. Okay? We don't need the stranger coming to deceive us, to murder us. We need to rise up to the occasion. We need to handle these things. We need more of our teachers to teach and to guide, to bear responsibility, to show love in our community. We need more of this skin color, awakening to the occasion, rising to the occasion. Okay? We need more people of this color, building properties up, giving more jobs to the community, doing more in the community, building, creating farms where we could plant our own food, grow our own food, so it doesn't have to be sprayed by pesticides, that we could get organic food. We need us to represent us because no one is representing us. Those who say they're representing us are misrepresenting us. So we need to flush them down the toilet like some waste matter. We need to put our differences aside. The ignorance, we need to put it aside. The hatred and jealousy and envy that we have for each other, we need to eliminate that. Each of us need to put our hands together and make a chain. Make a link of a chain that we shall be responsible for each other. That's what the Jewish man doing. What you think? One guy he comes together with this guy. They open a building, they build a building, they rent, they share the money, they come together, they open another building. The Arabs do it. We need to do the same. We can look at the other nations and see what they're doing with their own. They own all the businesses. We are in the community like puppets. Your corner store, your all of this is not owned by us. Those who bring the food is not owned by us. We got they are selling food in our community for us. How could we rise against those that is actually feeding you? How could we rise against those that we are depending on to eat, to survive? We got to show them we are survivors. I'm a survivor. You are a survivor. He's a survivor. She's a survivor. We are survivors. And we're going to change this around. We got to flush that evil state of mind that we got. We got to stop thinking for self. Oh man, I don't care about you. That's your problem over there. I don't care about you. I don't care what you're going through. My problem is your problem. Your child is my child. So how naive could we be? This is why these things are happening to us. In the schools and everywhere else. You will never see the NYPD dragging the Jewish men and all the Jewish people walking and not doing anything. You will never see that, but you will see it in our community. You will see that 9, 10, 12 police is dragging one black man or one black woman, and we all are just watching. Just watching. We ain't doing nothing, ain't saying nothing. Because we does not have order. And we are people of principle. We are people of order, but where did it go? We sell out. We need to stop selling out. Stop selling your brother for rice. Like they sell Marcus Garvey for rice. Stop selling yourself, Black Alliance, Black Wall Street, BlackStar Alliance. Let's bring it back. Let's bring back that BlackStar Alliance back. Let us come together. We could make this happen. We have enough rich copper skin people that could start building schools. Building schools. We have enough geniuses. Remember, go and search history. See all what we have invented as a people. All the comfort of this systematic system, it was created by us. The air condition, the toilet bowl, traffic lights, this, that, and the other. We has the ability to create these things. But we sell out. Let's stop selling our children. Let's stop selling them short. All these charter schools. Now, all the schools are promoting LGBT. All of them. They're coming with these things, pushing it on the child, not allowing the child to grow to be a man or woman and let them choose what they want, what type of lifestyle they want. You cannot hold an adult for what adult choose. But when you're pushing it on children, when you're coming into the schools and contaminating the children, you're not even allowing the children to grow. You're not even allowing the children to make their own decisions. You are telling them this is what you are setting for them. Let's eliminate all that. Now, if you're a grown man or a grown woman and you want to live your lifestyle the way you want to live your lifestyle, that's on you. You're a grown person. People have the right to choose what they want. But when you come into children, little children, we're supposed to be guiding the children, protecting them, and we are causing harm, havoc. We are causing them, these children, and the children of the future of tomorrow. This is why our children does things whilst the parents is right there and allow the child to do these things because the parent themselves are dumb. So we got to take position. We got to have more action. We got to be an action pack. We got black leaders. They're leading what they're leading? Chaos. They're into the White House, House of Parliament. They're principals. They're doctors. They know that medicine is no good, but they give it to you. Make a difference. If you got to lose your job, it's okay. Because you know you are doing a fight in a cause. But if you're going to bow, we bow too much. Africa, the land of Kush, the land of the Nubians, has bowed. This is why they are doing all these things to that vast land, that rich continent. Africa, or the land of Kush, has enough minerals to take care of every black man upon the face of the earth. But these leaders that's over there, they're bowing. Jamaica, bow. Trinidad, bow. Guyana, bow. St. Lucia, bow. Barbados, bow. Antigua, bow. St. Vincent, bow. All of them bowing for these demons. That's why they're selling us short. That's why these things are happening to us. That's why we are depending. Some of us want to go to war, but we have no resources. How are you going to go to war? You don't have no resources. You want to go to war, you ain't got no food. You want to go to war, you can't do anything for yourself. But you want to go to war, you dumb fool? First, build the resources. First, claim the title that you had before. Let us make our own schools, create our own hospitals. Let's take care of each other. We don't need no other nation taking care of us. When they see we have the capability, they will give us what is due to us. But until then, we are depending on this one, that one, that one. And how are we going to get better? How are we going to rise above this? Yes, I will tell them, my brother. We got to build a foundation. You cannot make a house in quicksand. You got to have a foundation. The black man and the black woman need to know this. We need to stop the nonsense supporting all these nations and let us go back. Black Alliance. BlackStar Alliance. We need to cut out these other nations because all these other nations are for themselves. India is for India, China is for China, Yemen is for Yemen, and that's what it is. Now we have blacks all over the world, from the four ends of the universe. The black man has shown his face. We are scattered upon the face of the earth. Why can't we, as a powerful nation of people, cannot unite? Well, we are here like, what monkey see, monkey do. That got to change. So if you're a millionaire and you want to show me how much gold chains and diamond and bling you got around your neck and how much champagne and how much this not helping my people, get out of here with that. If you want to come show me how much cars you have in your driveway, you are one person but you have over 25 cars and they're up into the billions and whatever. Get out of here with that. You ain't doing nothing for no black child. You ain't doing nothing for no black woman. You're not doing nothing for no black repatriation. You're not doing nothing, but you are the fault. You, all of y'all that have your money and living in Hollywood, wherever you're at, trying to cut style, showing me what you got. I don't want to see what you got. Do something with what you got. Make a difference. For the Jewish people makes a difference for the community. If Hitler kill all the 65 million Jews in the Holocaust, and in an instant, look how they're living. They own the banks, they own the houses, they own the land. How all of that happen? How all of that happen? You ever see a Jew cutting style on another Jew? You ever see a Jewish guy? Yo, they stay with one outfit, white and black, all through the year. But when it comes to money, when it comes to power, they got that. While you want to show me you got your Bugatti. Some of y'all came into a little bit of money, and instead you invest the money or do something. What do you want to do? You want to come show people how macho you are. You nonsense. You worse than shit. You worse than doo-doo. You don't see the white men doing that? You don't see the Jewish people doing that? Everywhere you look, black people own homes in America. 3-family homes, 4-family homes. They're buying your property, coming in front of you with a suitcase of money, every day a briefcase of money, wants to buy your house. You're selling out and you're going to live in Florida. The rain come and wash your house away. Then y'all comes back over here looking to rent. Some of your parents leave property for y'all. You're so careless. You'll sell it to the Jew man and then you'll go renting from the Jew. No, I don't despise the Jew, no. I don't hate the Jew, no. But I'm saying, look at them. Look at the things that they do. We could be much better in a rightful order. Because their lifestyle is our lifestyle they take. They use our tools against us. And we pick up ignorance. We pick up ignorance. So we just want to show off on each other. I tell you, blacks, the copper skin color, until that day, you're back. Some of y'all would like to go back being a slave. I have heard y'all say, oh, I can't wait to be a slave. I don't want to be a slave. I could never be a slave. For if slavery ever come, I would be one of the first ones to die. I would be one of the first ones to die. But a lot of y'all would like to be slaves again. A lot of y'all would like to have the master tell you when to eat, when to sleep. Because a lot of y'all love prison. That's why y'all stay in prison. That's why y'all keep talking about prison. Because you like the lifestyle of prison. Lights out. Lights out. Yeah, when to eat. We got to form a line. You love that life. That's not a life for me. That's not a life for my son. My son is a prince now. He's a king tomorrow. Okay? I will not teach that lifestyle to my child. There is nothing would I tell my child about prison to make him believe that prison is a place that you go on a vacation. Like a lot of guys, they go into prison, and when they come out of prison, you hear they talking about, I'm home. I'm home. How long you stay home? Until you go back, right back in the air. Right back into the prison, because it's a colonial system. And you are being part of this. You like it. You love it. Some of you are out of prison so many years, and y'all still talk about the prison like the prison was a blessing for you. The prison was a blessing for you. So you make the young boy and the young girl believe they got to go to prison to be knowledgeable. You make them believe that they got to go in a cage to be knowledgeable. That's why the colonial system make the schools to be like a prison house. To make them feel comfortable from now. Even the buildings that we live in the projects is a prison house. Don't you see it look like Rikers Island? It look like one of these prison places? Because they shape it and make it so you could feel comfortable from now until you go to the prison home, and you will just adjust right in. So let's change this. I told y'all, YouTube will not love me. A lot of people will not like me, but I don't give a rat's behind. For I know, I am reaching people all over the world. And those who have a heart could hear me. Those who have ears will hear me. And those with eyes will see me. And those with feet, they will walk and walk to the occasion. They will walk. I told you 4 years ago, 5, 6 years ago, that people from all walks of life will be making YouTubes. They will be making the platform, and they will be talking good over evil. They will be as a booster, educating, inspiring other vloggers to vlog upon righteousness. It's not about just fame. A lot of you are running down the fame. Your teeth want to be out. You want to be Mr. this and Mr. that. You ain't got no good energy. You are part of the colonial system. Want to shine your teeth out. Want to wax yourself with riches. You're the sellouts. Y'all don't talk to the youths. Y'all don't bring nothing to the youths. Y'all say that y'all love America. Y'all love America. God knows his people. I rise against all what they stand for. For all what they stand for is abomination in the eyes of the Creator. So they ain't gonna like me. They ain't gonna like me. But my Lord has given me wisdom, knowledge, and understanding how I'm gonna deal with them. How would I speak? Because they really want to lock down my platform. They really want to eradicate me. But my Lord has educated me on the way to attack the problem. If it's freedom of speech, I have the right to talk. I'm not violating anyone. When I say allow the children to grow up, don't come with your LGBT in the schools, pushing that on minors, pushing that on little children that cannot make decisions. We're supposed to guide these children. So when LGBT push LGBTQ or whatever they call themselves are into the schools with all their plaques and all these things, it's against my principle of the Most High God. But for a grown man or a grown woman, when you reach a certain age, if you want to choose your lifestyle and that's what you want, that's you. I know better. I know people choose what they want. God gives you your mind. He gives you choices. Now, if you choose what you choose that is against my Creator, that's on you. I don't have nothing to say to you. I don't have to humbug you. But when you attack little children, innocent children, trying to pollute them, I will speak. I will declare the innocent child. I will defend them. For they are children that you all want to make believe that they are adults. That is why now when a 10-year-old, 9-year-old do something, you all give them the penalty like an adult. You all send little children into prison and mash up their lifestyle. Let's stop the colonial system, people. Let's rise against the colonial system, people. Let's change our people from following the colonial system. For it's not a long life for you. It's a life of sin, abomination, prison, and torment. That's only what the colonial system. Your banks rob you. All the things that they put there for you to make you feel comfortable, it's against you. You putting money in the bank is robbing you. Look how long. Nothing that they do is authentic. Nothing that they bring is authentic. You buy food at the supermarket, the bag say organic, the food in the bag is not. Nothing that they do. But my Lord says, because of lack of knowledge, we're going to go into the hellfire. So let us claim our children. And the only way we could do this is to remove them. Not all of us. We need brothers that have these collaterals. Go to buy property. There are properties selling all over. You could buy yachts and mansions and these things. Okay? Mike Tyson bought a big house when he was making all that money. Where is that house? That house has so many times. See, this is what they do. When you become famous in the colonial system, they make you feel like a god. That you could buy anybody. You could sell anything. What you do not know is the same way they made you like a star is the same way they're going to shoot you down. And when they shoot you down and break you down, you become worse than what you were before. I'm telling you, when your guys are making these monies, that these billions and billions that you all be having, y'all don't think about the community. Y'all don't think about what could I do for my people? How could I create a legacy for my people? Y'all don't think about that. Y'all just think about y'all just want to show y'all stepping out of the latest jet. How y'all could fly from here to Dubai? Y'all could fly to Dubai and buy the finest black diamond. Or pink diamond. That's how y'all want the world to see y'all. But the world doesn't like y'all. Remember, you got copper skin. Remember who you represent. Remember, they don't like you. You see, a lot of us, because we're sitting where they sit, we believe we are part of them. We have people like Will Smith and a whole lot of other people who think that type of way. Oh, I'm the bomb now. You know, yes, I got money. What you got? You just jealous. Bro, I'm comfortable because I see you ain't doing nothing. All your guys that up there, all your guys that claiming how much riches y'all have, your riches don't mean nothing because in reality, you're choking with it. Choking. Y'all ain't doing nothing. If y'all was doing something, we would see black schools. We would see more stuff in our community. How could we eat? We doesn't have to depend on the 18-wheeler. We doesn't have to depend on the enemy to feed us. We would have our own thing going on. We'd have our own black alliance. We would represent each other. People would not treat us like poop because they would have brothers that care, sisters that care. You think the Caucasian man, the pale-skinned man, he makes sure that anywhere he go on the earth, he's been respected. His alliance, his European alliance, allow him to fly to Jamaica, fly to Trinidad, fly to Africa, anywhere. It's just recently I've been watching in Africa, West Africa, where all they had the apartheid. Now the whites over there are balling. You know why they're balling? It's the judgment. It's the judgment. You know how they treat these African people over there? Huh? These apartheid where they had whites, Germans, and this was what was over there. It was Germans, British, all this, Swiss, Italians, going into these countries and treating these brothers and sisters less than themselves, burning their schools, shooting them like dogs. Now the table has turned. The table has turned. And now they're feeling the worst of the worst. And they want to know why y'all are treating us like that. You see how life goes? They went for it for years. Thousands of years. They've been treating us like nothing. But when our leaders don't forsake us, when our leaders do not forsake us, then we becomes power. We becomes mighty. When our leaders deal with us appropriately. This is why I tell them, Africa, the land of Kush, stop selling my people short. Stop selling Africa to the Chinese. Stop selling Africa to the West or to the Europeans. Stop. Let's build. Africa is for Africans and all of those of this dark color. And all of us that is of this color. It is our motherland. Okay? But if we're selling it, if we're allowing people to come drain it, if we're taking the precious stones and the diamonds and they're going back to their country, what do you think will happen? Then we have stupid African people that look at us from the West and say they don't like us. And we have stupid people from the West that is black that say they don't like the Africans. It's a racist embargo. Oh, what a rat race. Oh, what a rat race. Between the blacks, between the copper skin, thinking one is better than the other, when we all hold the symbol of copper. So this is what I bring today. I am different, and I will always be different. No one will allow me to change my tone. No one will tell me, Red, you too much, or I think you're racist. If you think I'm racist, you're a bigger racist than me. Not only a racist, you're a hypocrite. Not only a hypocrite, but you're a filthy pig. That's why you don't want to hear what the Redshot BlackStar is saying, because what I am saying is a reality. What I'm saying is truth. What I'm saying is the way we wake up from the slumber, wake up from your sleep, wake up from that slavery mentality, wake up from how you oppress yourself to the lowest stage. We are kings and queens. And until we don't see that for ourselves, we'll always be where the enemy wants us. Let us rise, people. Let us rise under the banner of the Most High God. Let us rise under one state of mind. Let us rise to do the things that my Lord has created us to do. Let us be our brother's keeper. That's what we are. We are our brother's keeper. We want everybody to care about us, and we don't care. We want France, Italy, Spain, Germany, okay, to care about us. But do we care about us? Do we, copper-skinned people, care about each other? Do Jamaica care about Trinidad? Do Trinidad care about Jamaica? Do Haiti? Do y'all care about Haiti? Do y'all care about these islands? Do y'all care about the black Americans? Do the black Americans care about the so-called blacks that's scattered in the West Indies or in the islands? Do they care? So before we could say about the white man, let us erase that state of mind and let us start caring. Let us start showing love. Let us start knowing that we are the same individual. Let us start seeing there is no difference between a black American and a guy that grows in Jamaica or in Trinidad or wherever the hell he may be upon the face of the earth. There is no difference. You might have a different state of mind because of your colonial system, but if you're under the banner of the Most High God, then there is no difference. So let us stop this nonsense and let us rise to the occasion. Let us start caring. Be thy shield, be thy protector, be thy keeper. When your brother is in the street, feed him. When you see the bum that you say that stink, you are into the subway and you got your expensive chinchilla on, you have your expensive shearling on, you have your expensive goose on, and you see the man in the train station stink of poop or urine, stop putting your nose up in the air. Go and feed your brother. So we got to take care of each other. We got to. Let us support each other. When you see me with my drinks, you buy. Just like when I see another, I buy from them. This is what it is. Stop all of this other nonsense. I'm better than you. You ain't nobody. How are you mean that? I am somebody. I am a creation of the Most High God. And so are you. Because you're naive. You carry envy and hatred in your heart and in your eye. This is why you rise against me. And the enemy has divided us. The enemy has told you you're better than me. The enemy has infiltrated your mind to rise against me. But let us flush him out. You know, like how you take a detox? You know how you purge your body? We need to purge our mind. We need to purge our hearts. We need to purge our life to analyze each other as the same people and stand firm. You cannot go over Eastern Parkway and slap down a Jewish man. You cannot. All the Jewish people will kick you behind. Okay? You cannot march over there on Eastern Parkway and do what you want to a Jewish man. You cannot. You cannot hit down a German man. You cannot hit down a British man. You cannot hit down an Irish man. You cannot hit down an Italian man. No, for they all are Caucasians. They're all are Europeans. They're all under the same alliance. So you cannot violate them. The last time there was a madman over there in Eastern Parkway, he had a piece of iron that looked like a gun, pointing it around, and he got killed. Everybody say he had a gun. They knew it wasn't a gun, but they murdered him. They killed him instantly because a Jewish man or a white man called and said, a black man, he has a gun. And they're always scared. We need to build this. And this ain't got nothing to do with race. White, the Jewish people do it. It's not racist. They stick together no matter what differences they got. at the end of the day, they are a Jewish Israeli. They stick together. The Italians stick together. The Arabs stick together. Why we of the copper skin have to divide ourselves? So this is what the BlackStar Redshot bring for you. When I told you guys, the Most High has me in a different capacity. YouTube could keep on shadow banning me. They could keep on punishing me. You cannot stop what the Most High God has sanctified and selected. You cannot. You cannot block me and believe that you're going to stop me. I shall not bow, will never bow to you or to any organization. No. But I will keep on speaking the truth. For the truth shall set us free. And these schools and charter schools and public schools that claiming that they're educating and miseducating, running a racist embargo, fire. You're not real. You're not authentic. Even in prison, you could see the difference. Everywhere, it is plain as day to let the copper skin man know it's about time you repent from your sins. It's about time you repent from your evil ways, your evil corruptible mind, your evil heart, your dirty hands. It's about time you repent and rise up as a king and prince and princesses and queens. We are all of that. So until that day, we don't change. Come back to the Black Star line. Come back to the good over evil. We will always go through these things. And I bring that to the world. I bring that to all the people of this skin color and to the whole of humanity. I brings this. The Red Shot Black Star brings this. I leave no stone unturned. Wherever evil are, I will be fighting evil. For I said I am not here to come and fight regular flesh and blood, but spiritual wickedness in high and low places. And this is what it's about. Okay, people? I'm here now for about an hour and 27 minutes. So this is what I bring. My son's school, sports management. If you have your children going over there, go check the school out. I would like all the children that have been bullied by these Russian children to write a petition. We should write a petition to the school to show that there is racism right in our schools. In the charter schools, the charter school is been funded, and yet still there is racism in there. There is racism everywhere on planet Earth. And until we don't stop it and eradicate it out of the earth, it's not going to stop. You got to stand up for what you believe in. You got to get up, stand up, and fight for your rights. Get up, stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. You hear, people? Or please, have any questions? We'll take some questions now, people.
What?
Old Psalm said, "Greetings, my brother, manners and respect. We know,
Old
we
who?
know
Shh.
how to fix things. Just take time."
Yes, I. What's his name?
Awesome.
Awesome. Give thanks to you, my brother. We have to, little by little, bro, we coming together as one from all ends of the earth. Not just in America, worldwide, man. Worldwide. We are not here for fame. We are here to bring it back the way the Most High God says. He have taught us how could we get it back. Serve one master and do what we know is right. Not what we feel, but what it is truly. And we shall represent one another okay? Because I use the Jewish people as a perfect example to show you they had a Holocaust. 65 million was eliminated. Our Holocaust was bigger than them. And if they could manage to create their own schools, their own school system, and sucking off the colonial system. We don't want to suck off the colonial system. We don't even want the colonial system. What we want to create our own thing that is blessed by the Most High God. All right, my brother?
Um, World Traveler said, we must be vigilant and protect our children.
True indeed. World traveler?
Yeah.
Yes, my brother. We've been sitting at the side for the longest and allowing the enemy to pluck our children right under our hands. You know, it's not gonna happen no more. It's not gonna happen because it doesn't happen like that with the other nations. So we gonna be vigilant, of course, and be mindful of the things that we intertwine in. We're gonna be on guard, protecting our princesses and our young prince. Yes, my brother. Bless.
Ahmad Human said, it's extremely unfortunate that this is still a thing in 2022.
Yes, my brother. It been around for eons, and until we rise to the occasion, until we make it our duty to do what's right, until we start building our own alliance, we start creating our own resources. You know, we depend on these demons resources. We depend on the money, we depend on the food, we depend on the ideologies, we depend on that. And I am saying again, we can look at the Jewish people in their community that they bring organic food to the community. They bring things that is kosher to the people. They do not allow the colonial system to invade the community by selling poison to the people. And we could do the same. We could do the same. We are the best farmers. We are the ones that understand agriculture. We are the ones that the Most High God has blessed to know to tilt the earth, to tilt the soil. We have knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. So we could protect our community if we let everybody create all what they want to create and send it into our community. That's why we're going to have the highest cancer rate. We're going to have the highest this and the highest that. So we got to stand forth and we got to eliminate these things out from our community and present what's going to benefit the community. Yes, my brother.
Misunderstood 22 said, protect the children, my people.
Blessed, yes,
Peace
misunderstood.
and love from the cosmos.
Yes, that's what it is. We need that cosmo energy. We need that. And we need to protect our children because from the moment we are not protecting our children, what happens is our generation demolished, bro. Remember, your children are you and they are the future. And if we're not protecting them, bro, we done for, bro. We cannot let nothing happen to them, bro. We cannot. It's been too long, so we have to rise to the occasion. So we need to protect them with our life, with everything, bro. Everything. And I appreciate you for being on this platform and able to, acknowledge the difference between what I am and what the Most High God allowing me to work with. Okay, it's not just about me, it's about us as a people. Blessed.
Osam, Osam said, them upset the household balance, can't see it.
There you go. Of course, they must have said because it was planned to bring illusions in the household of the black man, cause the black man to fall asleep by he being an alcoholic or a druggie, and by the black woman being a whore. And when they notice that in a household, the man is awake and they cannot break this household, it makes them mad. They will do speak rhetoric and lies against the child to cause division. But we know what it is. That is why we need more fathers. We need more men like myself making flags, sending out positive messages, and stop posting nonsense on TikTok and on Facebook where we are drinking a whole bunch of vodka, we are drunk, or we are high, and things that does not concern our youth. And we are posting these things. So we need to actually eradicate all the things that does not make no sense that our young ones actually is visualizing on. We need to eliminate these things. We need to send more positive energy. We need to send more things that is allowing the child to know who or she is about. Yes, sir. Bless my brother. Love you all guys.
Um, Deacon of Reality said very powerful words.
I appreciate you, Deacon of Reality. We got to be who we are. We have to be a shield over our children. We got to shield them, protect them by any means necessary. That's one thing with Brother Malcolm. I don't like. He said by any means necessary. And as we live in this time, it shall be dreadful amongst the heathen. We need to take our rightful stand. We need to stand up as warriors. We need to protect our children. And we shall not, I repeat, we shall not stand for the fallen and the demonic ways of these demons. We shall chase them out of our community. We shall make a difference. We shall rise our black women up and rise our black men up to the occasion. They shall rise up awake, awakened from the slumber of sleep. The key thing, we sleep too much. We sleep too much. We're in a dream. And a lot of us need to wake up. So we need to wake up each other. Yes, my brother.
Um, Alka Seltzer TV said burn them.
We got to burn them with the fire. Burn them with the fire that doesn't out. You know, my Lord says his anger is kindled against them. And his anger is like a raging fire, burning the wicked. And they know they're wicked by the things that they allow to come out, by how they cripple us and tie our hands behind our backs and make us to be dependent upon them. Pretend that they're feeding us, some nurturing us, when the food that they give us is poison. It poisons our mind. It poisons our hearts. It poisons our body. So we need to eradicate that. Do not eat of the food. The food is of the demons. That's demon food you eating. And the more you eat the demon food, the more you transform into a demon. Young men are growing old real fast. Young men getting sick, do not last, withering. So we need to change all that. I appreciate you, my brother. What was his name?
Who?
The one that just gave the comment before.
Alka Seltzer TV.
Alpha Salsa TV.
Alka Seltzer TV.
Alpha Salsa TV. Blessed, my brother. I appreciate you, man. That's what it's about. A movement. This movement been around before I even exist. Way before Marcus Garvey, this Malcolm X, and all these brothers. Okay? I don't want to say, well, Jesse Jackson, he did his thing. But one thing, like I said, I didn't really uphold with Jesse Jackson when he started calling us Afro-American, African-American. I never understand what was that. We are one people. We are creation of the Most High. I am a servant. You are a servant. Until we're not willing to serve the things of the Most High and do the things of the Most High, the righteous deeds, you're not a servant. You got to serve. To serve is to rise against all the things of the colonial system. It's to rise against all abomination and do the things of your creator. That means you were a servant at that time, serving on righteous orders, righteous deeds. Take care of the poor and the needy. Yes, my brother. That's why we are here. And we will protect our children with the shield of righteousness. Yes, mama.
Ahmad Human said even though they're not racist people, they're just trying to preserve their culture.
There you go. So we got to preserve ours. We got to preserve the Most High. We got to preserve good over evil. because like I said, if the Jewish man could come out from all of this and look how he waxed himself with riches, look how he has the community. He got majority of us is renting from a Jew. Majority of us is living in a Jewish building. That's great power, man. If you control the housing, you control the banks, that's a lot of power, bro. Remember when Brother Malcolm, when they had beat up these two brothers, they had locked up some brothers and he went to get the brothers out from the prison. And then when Brother Malcolm came out and he did this, he didn't even talk. He did this and everybody turned and about to. The pale skinned man said, this is too much power for one man to have. They know we have power. We could only be powerful when we condition ourselves under righteousness, under the banner of the Most High God. We could only be that powerful when we come out under the order of the colonial system. We could be that powerful. When we are servants of the Most High God, we could be that powerful. When we care about each other and love each other, we could be that powerful. But if they know I don't like you and you don't like me, and they don't have to worry about us. They know that we are so busy fighting each other that they're sneaking up in the community doing more wrong than good. So we got to stop all that. We got to stop it. We got to be aware. I don't have to focus on you because I know your heart and you know mine. We got to focus on the enemy, those that are coming to corrupt our people. Yeah. That's about it. So once again, I would like to say, guys, I know I'm supposed to be doing.
So it's all praises to the Most High.
Blessed my brother Twin. Peace and blessings to you, my brother. I appreciate you. You're a strong supporter of me, Twin. And I really appreciate you. May the Most High God bless you and your family. And now until the time of Yamakiyama, bro. And I really appreciate you being a very strong supporter of me, on everything that I do. And may the Most High God bless you and your family for long life and prosperity, my brother. Yes. I tell people, I am not one who is here just for me. And I know a lot of people wants to see the characteristics. And last week I was to make a live and I end up doing so much that by the time I recognized it was Friday, it was too late and I was too tired. I'm doing a lot. But again, people, there's a benefit into this right here. There's a benefit in what I'm doing. And sometimes I cannot be selfish to just thinking about the characteristics because there's a next cry, a next black woman, a next black man, a next child, a next, And this is why I am here to actually reach out to these people. Here goes the knocking again, once more time. But it's all good. So this is why I'm here, doing the works of the Most High. Okay, my people, this is why I'm here. So once again, I want to say thank you. And do not forget to go on my channel, which is Red Bus Up Sweat TV. Be a subscriber. Go to the other channel, which is Red Beard Workout. Be a subscriber. Go to the where I have my merch on Teesprings. Go to Teesprings. The link's gonna be in the description box. But go to Teesprings and purchase a shirt, purchase a bag, purchase a mug, purchase. I have things over there. Share the love. Or you could order from me directly, whatever you want. Your t-shirts, your hoodies. You could order from me directly. Like I said, I am here on a mission. The mission is not just about me. The mission is to proclaim the righteousness of the Most High God and the power of the Most High God. And to the people, the nations, my people, my dark-skinned people, my carbonate-skinned people, my people from all over the world, good over evil. No, whatever you do in this lifetime, whatever you're doing, okay, try to overpower, bring the good, and eliminate the evil. Try to be you. Be generous. Be loving. Be kind. And also be mindful. Be mindful. Be mindful. Because there are many wolves in sheep's clothing. Okay? Your enemy could act up and dressed up just to get you. Be mindful of the snakes in the grass. Okay? That's why you keep your grass low so you could see the snakes in the grass. All right, my people? Okay? Who else? And I would, go ahead.
I'm listening.
And I would like to say again, no matter as much as YouTube shadow ban me, no matter I have 44,000 people, and every time I make a live, I just get a certain amount of people. I know they're the ones who runs the whole organization. They're also making money off of me. But I always say, God doesn't give you what you cannot bear. This is a test. This is something to break me. This is something to make me, to guide me, kill my passion. But you see, at the same time, my Lord is strengthening me. And this is why whenever I make a video, I always bring a message to the people, to open the eyes of the people, the hearts of the people's mind, their third eye, to allow them to see good over evil all the time. That's it. You have anything else here? So I appreciate y'all guys, really and truly. Thank y'all for all your supports and your donations that y'all be sending. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. I appreciate the Cash App. I appreciate y'all. Whatever y'all send for me, I appreciate y'all. You know, my Lord is all great and supreme. And everything that comes, every nickel, every piece of love that y'all share for me, I accept it. Any more comments?
Well, some said keep working. True.
I appreciate you,
I'll
Sam.
let y'all know.
I will, Sam. I will never give up. That's why I say there are waters, there are deep waters, shallow waters, and real deep waters. And I have to swim. There's a thing that in my life that I look and see. If everything has to come easy for me, then I would not see the use of what I'm doing. I have to go through the struggles. I have to go through the hardship. I got to go through all of this pain to overcome all of these things so I could see the glory and the power of the Most High invested in me. So nothing comes easy. And I will stay pushing. I will stay pushing. And my Lord will stay blessing me. And again, this is not for all and everyone. For the people who's not of this delight. Their mind, their heart, and soul is somewhere else. For those who are of this delight could see the purpose of me and see the power that invested in me by the Most High. So again, Obi Taba. Obi Taba. Obi Taba. I'm very generous and appreciative of you guys. That was all who was there.
Daddy said yeah. He said yes. He said yes. I 100.
Yes, my brother Ferry.
Daddy.
Fetty, I appreciate you too, my brother. I have people there, a lot of brothers are telling me, oh, Red, I don't see you no more. You don't pop up no more. I pops up. But I will say to y'all, just go and if you doesn't see me, just go and type in Redshot BlackStar again. Check your notification bell. Always see that your notification bell is on. You gotta check the notification bell. And the next thing, you gotta interact with me. Send me a comment that I could answer. The more comments you send, it's good. It's showing that we have some type of interaction going on. But it's important. Don't just be a subscriber, but your notification bell is off. Go back. If you lost your phone, if you was a subscriber and something had wrong with your phone, you got a brand new phone, go back and subscribe again and check out the Instagram. Check out everything because this is one of the channels that you will electrify your mind, soul, and body. This is a channel that will awaken you if you are asleep. This is a channel that surely will kick down the door of darkness and allow you to awaken to the truth. And when I say the light is the truth. So of course, this is a platform that is good over evil. And it's good for young 18-year-olds, 16-year-olds, because it's sending a message. This is not no racist stuff. I don't dislike nobody because of their nationality. But when I speak what is the truth, it's for people to understand what I'm dealing with, and they'll find the whole source of what I'm saying. That's about it. So yes, my people, salute and all praises unto the Most High. Until the next time. All right, my brothers? Protect the children.